Who wouldn't want to play this game, right? When you have to sell drugs for a living. Best game ever. Except if you are doing it in real life, I wouldn't suggest that because police are going to catch you and sausage isn't tasting the same in the prison, if you know what I mean. Another day in the beautiful paradise. What's up, uncle? Please don't stick your legs around on my porch, but I do like your pervy smile. Oh man, the dealer life is so peaceful. Where are we? In Texas? Hey Joe. Yeah, he sure liked the goods. But save some for later this time. This little brat always smokes it all the right away. I don't really have many friends, just uncle, who likes to check out my ass. But he's paralyzed from the waist down, so he's not dangerous. I was a small town happy dealer with a crappy underwear and just a few pounds of hash. And then bam! I become the biggest dog in the town. See, Chance doesn't want to work, and then BAM! A surprise whack in his face. Oh, so you do not have anything to do. Okay, just continue the trip. Like nothing happened. Of course I step onto the field with this premium crash resisting car. And now you can see my wonder in the drug paradise. How lovely, and Paul, my number 2 servant, is doing his job just fine, and that's why he doesn't get a slap in his face. Chemistry station like in the school, but here a little bit more delicious things are being prepared. This is a sanctuary, so Paul, come here boy. Sorry, tolerating littering is one of my weaknesses. This is a perfect example of why nobody dares to fuck with me in this region. What are they going to do? Nothing. Sometimes money likes to be a little bit cleaner. That's why in this company a small scale of laundering is going on, but only within legal frameworks, of course. Next, my least favorite subject is the police, who likes to search my ass. But they don't know yet who is the boss in this town, so sometimes you just have to show them. They look very stubborn, but it's kind of hard to resist for my metal friend. Even the best can fail, but it will be very hard to keep this dog on leash, so I always return to my owner, the business. And now meet my best friend and my favorite dealer, Benji. Benji does a shitty job, but he likes to give me a side eye. Honestly, I don't even know why he's still alive. Let me introduce Molly. She's the toughest dealer. She always tries to dodge her daily disciplinary slap with stepping, but sadly, her butter knife isn't really up to the job. After she had a taste of these firsts, I usually take her home, so she doesn't get hurt. Of course, a businessman's day doesn't end there. Before that, I still have to make some nice and crispy cookies for the junkies. I mean for the less fortunate. These are all healthy ingredients for the proper heart function. I even boil it so the bad substances leave. The last step is to turn them into cookie shapes, so even the pickier ones will want them. Ordinary cooks like myself are often curious, and not everyone likes that. However, this guy was fortunate that his half-naked body narrowly escaped being burned. Time to meet the other half of my team. In this warehouse, everyone works for me. First, there's Stan. Stan liked weapons. All kinds. And the word around here is that he has 3 balls? Or something like this, I never dared to ask. My least favorite is Oscar. Oscar lives with his mother and snorts anything that comes in a powder form, as you can see from his face. He sells very dangerous substances, which he has voluntarily tested on himself. And last but not least, the 2 rascals, Jimmy and Igor. I'm even afraid of Igor, but Jimmy, just a guy in a suit, who likes to look around suspiciously because he has nothing else to do all day. If you want to sell anything, the best place is Mick's Pawn Shop. Mick's a redneck who bargains in cycling sunglasses, but at least he has a nice gold necklace. I've never managed to sell him anything at a good price, but it's not worth messing with someone who probably has a giant gun under his counter. Not everyone likes to be normal in this city, some people just go wild. Of course, there are young people who instantly turn you down instead of giving the sure thing a chance. In the past, I looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but then the style found me. And now I got full Brad Pitt vibes, something that drives all the ladies in the town crazy. After I become gorgeous, with a huge trick, I sold some weed cheap to one of the shady guys, and he gave me the address of a nearby cool dealer. Brad is supposedly the local 3-legged centaur whose mere sight leaves no woman dry. At least that's what his Instagram bio says. Ah, what a disappointment. Brad is just a regular homeless guy whose big advantage is he never has to go home. Still, I hire him because someone has to take care of the special needs of these old hag clients too. Speaking of women, everyone has needs, even me, the ultimate businessman, so I try to impress a city woman with money. Unfortunately, not even the smell of a ton of money helped me. What's wrong with this woman? Thanks to my genius mind, I knew exactly what was missing. Yes, you see it right, a gold watch. Exactly a gold watch is what's missing for the perfect show-off. And now, feast your eyes on the sexiest man in the world and watch that watch flash ka-ching! At this point, I felt I needed something even more masculine. A gun. After all, we are in America. Hand over the revolver, Stan. Don't fuck around. The ultimate man needs the gun. The ultimate man gets the gun. Of course I had to pay. Nothing is free in this life. But feast your eyes on my new technique for picking up women. With this method, women will guaranteed to kneel before you. The money didn't work again, of course. And then boom! She's already kneeling. See how easy it is? If only I had realized this sooner. The testing phase of my new acquisition isn't over. Let's see if we can blow up a thing or two. It's not fun if someone doesn't see the demonstration up close. So we are using this weird body as a test subject. Looks like he thinks he has a choice, but unfortunately that's not how it works. For my part, I would have been happy if this had just been a peaceful explosion and nothing more. But this not so nice guy has problems with aiming close to someone, so he tried to circumcise me. Disappointment, nothing blew up and I had to send this guy to the afterlife. Sadly, he didn't respawn later either. Rest in peace, my boy. A week later, this is Jeffrey, my chemist, in the cutest meth lab in town. To be honest, I thought she is a woman, but I'm not sure anymore. She even has a bed in the lab, so she can work for me day and night. Isn't she cute? Meth lab, gun, watch. What more could a big-time dealer need? Of course, a black truck. So I gathered all the cash from my crew and bought the vehicle of my dreams with tinted windows. No, I didn't want a faster or a smaller car that doesn't signal the sausage size of the local big shot. This slow, hard-to-turn, ugly vehicle was totally worth the hours I put into the game. Actually, maybe I regret it. But from now on, no one will call the dealer mobile a shitbox. And if they do, I will massage them with these 22-inch wheels. Maybe my PP got too big, so I tried other ways of making money. For example, robbing a gas station. Which, as it turned out, wasn't such a great idea because you could only play by card. So the only thing I could take home was the shame. And as bonus, I got a little shutout with the blues. After I tried to resolve the conflict peacefully, they answered with bullets, so I had no choice but to fight. I got arrested again, but that couldn't break my burning enthusiasm, because my newly purchased vehicle can get back on its wheels all by itself if it tips over. Could the fast battle of car do that? I don't think so. And finally, my pet led me to a casino. Something I'm not proud of, but sometimes a bit of gambling is fine. The friendly receptionist didn't know it yet, but I can't walk out broke. Otherwise, I'd be forced to shoot up this place. There were games like Ride a Bus, which I don't know, but Blackjack, yeah boy. The casting coach upstairs scared me a bit, so let's just keep that part. Never start with the big money first, you have to watch your hands. 100 will be enough for the first round, and of course, I don't dare to hit on 17. I was wondering if the nice lady was cheating and whether I should pull out my gun right now, not that gun, the other gun made of metal, or maybe wait a bit longer. There was no universe in which she could win this round, or maybe there was, but in that case I would have rewarded her with a smack on the head. Lucky for her, I was doing pretty well so far, so it was time for the big bets. Obviously, it's a good idea to put all your money on gambling. I mean, what could go wrong? You can always make more money, but the experience is what stays with you. I took a loss there, but a true addict doesn't give up, and this time, the money will be mine. We are not hitting on 19. If she wins this one, I'm putting my car on the line. And there it is, I won. Starting this drug business was already worth it. I apologize, that was pretty random, but a winner is a winner. So that's it, this game really is as awesome as they say. I recommend it to everyone, except for the part about picking up chicks, because unfortunately that's not fully there yet. Definitely one of the best simulators of the year, where you can burn a ton of hours from your life. I mean, come on, it's only 20 bucks, you walk out of the house and you basically already spend that much. Of course there's always room for improvement, but that's true even for the AAA games, except for Red Dead Redemption 2, because that one's perfect. If you are still here and you watch this long, time-consuming and yet weak video to the end, then thank you very much. Drop your opinion in the comments like a bomb. Don't forget to smile, stay weird. I hope I can see you in the next one. Adios.